Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to do a quick video on a custom computer that I built to replace my Antec Skeleton. The Antec Skeleton, if some of you may have realized, was my my shop computer, but I wanted something portable and something with a little bit more power. Now, after using this monster 4.5 gigahertz, 2133 megahertz DDR3 RAM SSD setup, I got spoiled, very spoiled, and I realized how powerful the system can actually be. And for me, time is money. So, and meaning I actually wanted something a little bit more portable too. I did choose a Apex case. So this is a video on my shop computer, something that I take back and forth from work daily, and serves as the main diagnostics computer and my personal computer. And I just want to do a quick video on it. It's in an Apex MicroATX case. Some of you may have seen me do a video on this case before, so you can always look back to that video if you're curious about how the case holds up. The case, and the reason why I have the side off is because I have this processor. It's a Core i7 2600K. I have it overclocked right now to 4.2 gigahertz. It's running 16 gigs of GSkill Ripjaws at 1600 megahertz. So nowhere near the speed of the monster GSkill 2133 megahertz RAM, but I don't need it that quick, honestly. And there's roughly a $300 saving between the sets of RAM. So why don't I zoom in and show you what I have. I have the XFX 650 watt power supply, modular power supply. A very nice power supply, 80 plus bronze rated. I was in a rush to build the case, the system, because I wanted it for work. So what I did was I went out and got the Z68MA-D2H-B3 MicroATX board from Gigabyte. Now this does support their new touch BIOS, the Virtue software. It has driver MOSFETs, which is very nice. It does support booting from a 3 terabyte hard drive, and Crossfire and SLI. It is their ultra durable 2 series motherboards. However, I found there's some shortcomings with this motherboard, and I'll actually address that, and I'll probably do it pretty soon, actually. And this also supports their easy smart response hard drive feature, Intel's hard drive feature, which uses an SSD to as a cache system for the hard drive. So for main physical platter hard drive, which increases the speed of the overall system. I've seen it in action, and it's very usable. So it's a very good option or alternative for the very pricey hard drives, like an OCZ Vertex 3 of this 240 gig capacity. Let's say you just wanted to use a 64 gig SSD for a boot drive and use it as a cache system for booting up your computer or programs faster. So what I have in here is Sapphire's 6870, and it is the version that I had unboxed earlier. It's the one that has a normal display port instead of a mini display port out. Why? Because I want to save money, quite frankly. I have a Western Digital 640 gig SATA 3 hard drive as the main boot and operational drive. There's a 120mm fan in front, case badging right here. For i7, I have a multi-card reader. Now, this particular motherboard, and some Gigabyte motherboards in the past, if some of you might have noticed, take a long time to boot. This is a Core i7 2600K at 4.2 gigahertz. Takes forever to boot because I think it's, and I'm very positive, I shouldn't say I think, I'm almost positive that it's because it's booting, it's treating the multi-card reader as additional hard drives, trying to boot from it. So if you don't want that hang up, then don't install a multi-card reader. I have a this is a light on DVD burner, a Samsung DVD Blu-ray burner on top. So 16 gigs of GSkill RAM, and a Cooler Master. I believe this is Cooler Master's N520 CPU cooler, 92mm intake and exhaust, push-pull system here, and this actually fits in the case. You just have to take the side off. There's a ducting or a side hole here, and it does actually fit. I would, in the future, I would probably switch out the Z68 for a more powerful, more stable motherboard. This motherboard does not overclock very well, and that comes from many hours of trying to overclock it. It doesn't hold a steady voltage, and it experiences ratio changes. It took a while to keep it steady at 4.2. So I do have it up in Infinity. It does work very well. I am very happy with the build otherwise, especially with the budget constraints and the time that I built it in within the time frame. So any question or comments with on this build, just email me or post at the bottom of the video. It does game very well though, and hopefully I will have Skyrim and show you how it actually works out. Thanks for watching. This is Mr. Lore from Lore Imports and Custom PC signing out.